everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am so excited for this video. I mean, for the product, one, but also because this is the first video I'm filming with my new ring light. So I would greatly appreciate your feedback, your comments on whether it's too bright, too dull. I mean, these things are pretty bright, so already I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, I already have a headache, and so this is like aggravating it, but I'm hoping that the picture quality looks even better. It's something that I've really been wanting to do, and for the last 2 years, for the life of my channel, I have depended solely on natural light. So when my husband gave me the okay to get a ring light, I was over the moon. I was like, done, I am picking this bad boy up. So I hope you see a difference. And today we are going to do a review, a Dazzled or Disappointed, on the new, semi-new Pat McGrath mini lipstick set, the little trio that launched about, I don't know, 3 weeks or so ago on the app, sold out like in a few hours. And this thing is hard to get your hands on. It took me some, I don't think skill is that, you know, is what it involves, but it took me a bit of hard work to get my hands on this. So if you're looking for for swatches to see what I'm wearing on my lips and to see how I got my hands on this, then just keep on watching. Okay, my friends, so the Pat McGrath lipstick trio, this thing, I mean, was difficult to get my hands on. It sold out on the early app release. It, I guess, released regular, sold out right away. It has been pretty much sold out since then. It comes back in and out of stock, you know, here and there. I would say more frequently than not. The email notification, I don't depend on that because that thing has like a delay, and so if people find out that it's back in stock before the email notification goes out, it's sold out by the time you get back in there to check. That happened to me. So what I have done, just so that you know if you are on the hunt to get this, just keep checking the Sephora app, the Sephora website. That's all I can tell you. Don't even depend on the email notification. Keep checking. Just go in, search for it, look, oh, it's out of stock. Okay, I'll come back later. Check several times a day because they don't just restock once a day. That's how I got this thing. It was a Saturday about 11 o'clock. I happened to be eating. I was at the table. I looked, back in stock, added it to my cart, was checking out, gone, sold out, fine, whatever. So then I said, okay, I'll get it at a later time. For whatever reason, it was on my mind. Like a couple hours later, I went back to check. It was back in stock. I was able to check out. Bam, done. It has since sold out. You just have to be, if this is something you really want, just be diligent about checking. A lot of people are like, well, I shouldn't have to work that hard. It's just not worth my time. And yes, I mean, that's just something you have to determine. But this bad boy I was so intrigued because, you know, Pat McGrath products are so expensive, and her full-size lipsticks, I think, are about $38 a piece. I don't ever pay that much for a lipstick. I've never paid that much for a lipstick in my life, I don't think. Anyways, so this gave me the opportunity to try 3 minis for $25, which really is not a bad price point. They're very tiny, but it's Pat McGrath. So first off, let's start with packaging. So it comes in the typical Pat McGrath little plastic baggie, and it does have the little sequins, which I really appreciate, because just because I'm buying minis doesn't mean that, you know, I mean, it's like you're getting luxury all the way, even if you're buying minis. The back of the package does indicate which 3 lipsticks you are getting, and you get Omi, I don't know, 1995, and Flesh 3. They are called the Mattetrance lipsticks. And so let me then take this out of the packaging and just kind of show you. I do want to keep the baggie with the little sequins because it is so cute. It's very luxurious, and I've only ever seen this like online, and I have seen it at the store. I saw it at Houston Galleria because they do have Pat McGrath in store. And I remember seeing it one day and I was like, oh wow, that's so nice, but I'm not paying that much for it. Anyways, so it's kind of nice to be able to get that in your packaging, even though they're minis. So real quick, let me give you, as usual, the rundown. Let me tell you what the description is on the Sephora website. It says it's a trio of lust-worthy nude-toned mini lipsticks in best-selling shades and a finish so simple your lips will speak volumes without ever whispering a word. Mattetrance is a richly pigmented lipstick with a sensually creamy, powerful pigment that evokes screen siren glamour with every application. Each shade is presented like a jewel in a black lacquered couture case fashioned with a sensually surrealist golden lip. now available in a mini size. Get entrancing color that satisfies with supreme hydration and opulent matte opacity. This richly pigmented formulation cloaks lips in a lightweight veil of rich color. It's infused with optical diffusers that blur the appearance of imperfections, combined with a blend of polymers to provide flexibility and adherence. An advanced formulation of spherical particles ensure a creamy, soft texture for the smoothest film of color. Each shade is enmeshed. There's like words in here that I'm like, wow, this sounds so luxurious. Enmeshed in a powder film combined with saturated pigment for lightweight, opaque coverage. The lipstick lays down high impact color with a strong finish. You get 3 lipsticks at 0.042 ounces. And let me see if it says where it's made. I'm going to assume it is in, here it is, made in Italy. So that's where these little guys are made. The mini comes in a miniature size, basically replica of the full size. So this is what the full size looks like as well. It's the black, like it said, lacquered case with the lips in the middle, and you do get 3 of them. I do think that the description is like super high claim. It's basically setting it out there for you, like to be highly disappointed if you are expecting each and every one of those. So we'll come back to that later, but that is lofty claims in all that description. Lofty claims and fancy words. So let's go ahead and start with swatches. Let me swatch these on the back of my hand, and I will be right back to show those over to you. Here we go, guys. So these are the 3 swatches. We have got Flesh 3, 1995, which is the one I am wearing on my lips, and Omi, or Ami, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but that is what those look like. So very, very neutral, like just, I mean, different spins on nudes, which is everything. It feels like nudes have been the trend and have been everything for what seems forever and a day, but for good reason. And so I am wearing 1995 on my lips. What I'll do is I'll zoom you in so that you can kind of see what my lips look like with this lipstick. Now I have to also tell you it is 7 o'clock. I have been reapplying this lipstick throughout the day since 6:30 this morning. So I've also taken a trip to Sephora today to try a couple things. So my lips are super rough at this point, so it's not going to look as flawless as first thing in the morning, but just so that you can kind of see up close, that's what that looks like. It's been on for a little while now, so I didn't touch up right before the video, right before filming this. That's what that looks like. So that, again, is 1995, which is the middle shade. And so that being said, let's go ahead and go over what I think of these lipsticks. So first of all, they feel very, I was going to start off with a statement that would probably tell you what I think about them right off the bat. The formula is unlike anything I have ever felt before. It's different from anything in my collection. It's a very mousse-like texture. It feels so pillowy light, almost kind of like if you think of ice cream and you think of Cool Whip, it's almost like it's rich like ice cream, but light in texture like Cool Whip. That's the best way I can describe it. Feels almost like silk when you put it on, and it is for a matte very, very moisturizing. I also feel like when I put it on, it gives my lips, you know, that statement or that claim where it kind of hides imperfections. I absolutely feel like it does that, because the first time I put it on, I was like, wow, this looks like a very smooth liquid lipstick in the way it makes my lips look very full. Because I feel like bullet lipsticks don't usually do that. I usually get that look with the liquid lipstick because I can kind of maybe overline just slightly without it looking ridiculous on me. And it just ends up making my lips look a little bit more pouty. Well, I end up getting that with this. They feel very silky when you put them on the lips, and it lasts quite some time. Now if you're gonna eat something like super greasy, whatever, it's gonna start coming off, but I have found that like I've snacked throughout the day, and while some of it does come off, I'm left with like a very nice stain, and which is weird for a nude because you usually get that with like a pink, with a red, that kind of thing. That's the deal on that. Now I told you I've been reapplying throughout the day. Let's see, is this the one I've been using? Yes. So they are quite small, but I mean, anytime you get a mini size, it's gonna be small. So here's what they look like in the sizing, I guess. So they are quite small. Now, I will tell you one bad thing about these lipsticks is that they are so soft and so creamy. It's almost like a cream to powder formula that the more you apply, the quicker it seems that these little bullets or the product goes down. And so mine have obviously gone down a little bit, and I haven't been using them all that long. I mean, enough to really test them out and try them out and see if I really love them. But that's the only thing that I am finding, is that the formula goes very quickly, I guess. And also it depends on how often you reapply. I'm one of those that after I eat, after like a snack or after lunch or whatever, I wipe it all down and I start over, just because I don't like crusty food lips. It's gross. So that being said, I have to tell you that these blew my mind. So that already tells you that this is a Dazzled for me. I feel that every claim that I just read to you in that description is met with this lipstick, which blows my mind, because like I told you, you read something like that and you're like, I'm being set up for failure, because I'm already having this expectation of up here this lipstick is going to be unlike anything that's ever been created. And come on, what makeup product is that? Well, I don't know what Pat McGrath did, what she put in these lipsticks. I don't know what kind of like magic is in these things, but this is by far the most amazing lipstick I have ever tried in my life, to where I think, I don't know how I can ever go back to regular life, regular lipsticks after this. This is something out of this world. So there is a reason they are $38 a piece, and quite frankly, once I am done with these, I will probably pick up one or two in the full size. These things are incredible, and for $25, some might think that's expensive to get 3 little ones like this. I actually think it's quite reasonable, because you get 3 different to try. They will last me a little bit. It's not like I'm going to use them every single day and apply every hour on the hour. So they will last me enough to really kind of get me by till I want to buy the new ones or the big ones. But these things, guys, are incredible. If you are on the fence because of price tag, because of whatever, just try this mini set. You'll be blown away. What's weird is her eyeshadows always look so beautiful, and those never are a true Dazzled for me. They're like okay, but for the price tag, I'm really not seeing the I'm not getting that amazement. Well, with these lipsticks, it's a different story, because these things are so outrageous and soft and creamy. I don't even know how to describe to you the texture, except it feels like silk, satin, whipped cream, light, but you know, heavy cream, heavy, like makes my lips look flawless, puffy, pouty, larger than what they are. They are beautiful, guys. They are stunning, and they are 1000% a Dazzled for me. Alright guys, before I let you go, I need to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from Zephaniah 3:17, and it says, "The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing." Alright guys, I hope this has helped encourage you. I love giving you a verse of the day to help motivate you, to help bring a little bit of encouragement to your day. I hope you found this video helpful. If you are interested or intrigued by these Pat McGrath lipsticks, me being new to this lipstick formula, I just mind blown. So I hope that helps you. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you're new to my channel. I would love to have you as part of this YouTube family. If you found it helpful or enjoyable, I hope you'll consider hitting that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everybody!